Is that it? Am I live right now? So there's a camera up here. I didn't know that I could do this, actually. Yeah, I really didn't know that I could actually do this on one machine. I thought I had to have two machines. I thought, I guess this light's really weird. Look how saturated I am. Anyway, I want to have my build table lit, but, like, to me that looks nice. To the camera, it looks a little intense. Anyway, but yes, today is November 23rd. It is 10 o'clock at night. I am going to do a test stream, trying to figure out where to sit, where to do a thing. And I have this project, not this project. This is for another day. But I thought I'd work on this. See how it goes. Who's this? And look at this. I got a keyboard. It's weird. I got this thing behind me. Hi, I'm Sean. HFX BRX. Should I keep my hat on? It's cold in the basement. I like to wear a hat. I'm going to say, hey, everyone. Yeah. I don't know. Is that a thing? Is that annoying? If I do this... And then I want to pull up my studio, because I had this open. Nope, that's the wrong studio. Oh yeah, there we go. And I haven't had it running on this machine yet, so it's got to be somewhere in my cloud drive, which would be under HFX BRX and my there it is. Anyway, so I'm going to build this thing. This is a really fun design that I came up with. It's so mind-blowingly simple. So, what do I have? Coral. Coral. And there. Pretty simple. What do you think I could possibly be building? Do I have a little cup? Standing on my minifigures. There we go. My wife is probably going to walk around and be like, what are you talking to yourself for? I'm talking to myself. Ooh. Maybe I should turn down the hot mic. It seems like I'm making it crack a little bit. What if I do this? Does that work? Mic audio. Mic audio. How many mics do I have? Avercam. Mic audio. Is it... What can I mute that? What if I do that? So the Avercam is picking up sound. Probably before it sounded like space. I'm going to check it out. Anyway, this is the first time I've used OBS Studio. I need to get in a shirt, maybe, like a Lego shirt, HFX BRX shirt. But yeah, how about I do some building? But I also need to have screen real estate. Do I actually? I don't really need to look at myself, do I? I could probably. We could do this. Do this, display settings, and duplicate these displays, extend these displays. So I am going to move, I'm going to keep that setting, and then I'm going to drag this over here. That makes sense. So now if you chat with me, I won't be able to see it, but I will be able to see what I'm doing here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So anyway, how's everybody doing today? So streaming, what's the point of streaming? I have no idea. I know the kids seem to like it. My kids are like, you gotta do Dan TDM, or who's the Lego streamer? Zachary Steinman. He's the coolest streamer there is. He likes all the stuff. Anyway, Zachary Steinman, chum of mine. I hope to get him on the show at some point because he's really charming. He's really laid back. He's really cool as a cucumber. He's kind of, it's strange to be at least to me, to be like, I've got, 45,000 followers on Instagram, and he's just like, just building a cool thing. He's very cool. So yeah, at some point I'd like to get him on the show. I have another space behind me that I can hopefully tap into to set up like an interview space. I think that would be pretty fun. And yeah, what is this? I can close that. So what could this possibly be? Who could tell? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is a thing that I saw someone else make a sign using these phosphorescent bricks. So this is neon yellow and coral. So neon yellow and coral are both fluorescent or phosphorescent. I don't know how that. What's the exact phrase? But they glow under black light. So I think that will be pretty fun once this is done. So what I'd like to have is this actually at my events. I do a lot of events at kind of a restaurant down the road that has a big window, and I thought it'd be really fun if there was a plug-in near the door, near the window, that I could have this in the window glowing, draw some attention late at night. But yeah, we'll see. There's rumors that another restaurant actually wants to poach me somehow. How is that going to work? So 1, 2, this is there, this is there, this is here. Anyway, is anybody watching? No, nobody's watching. Actually, I guess I could actually open YouTube, and then it would look like I'm watching. I think that's how that works. So if anybody is watching, send me a message. Maybe I can move that over. Yeah. I'll move that over, so then if anybody actually messages me, I might notice. But I'm just going to keep working. So, because, you're just looking at the top of my head. I guess I should be looking up there. Hey, everybody. And I should probably think of a way to align these pieces while I'm doing this. I know I've got some tile somewhere. So this is interesting. So I changed the design on the B already, and before I do, so I probably should have waited to change the design, because I added all these little curve bits. So my studio file is just square. So, and of course my studio file is also all tile. Like, I'm not going to actually fill up the negative space because I got the black base plate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So instead of using black tile as I am going to just fill it, fill the positive space. One, two, 1 step, 2 steps, 1, and then down. There we go. And then this. And this. Okay. But again, I was going to get something to straighten those up. I have so much Lego within like 5 feet of me that that's how we're doing the stream, is like shove everything out of the way off this desk. And yeah, make room to do a stream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, HFX bricks, or HFX BRX. I don't know which is preferable. I think it's funny that people just call me HFX BRX. I made a momentary cameo onto a Brick and Nick video. Brick and Nick is a wonderful, well, Lego master. Absolutely my favorite Lego master that I've met in human flesh. He was extremely kind to me when I met him this summer, and he is just a genuine nice guy. His energy is infectious. He's, you know, I am not going to emulate him in any way. I am going to be, I should emulate him. I should be happy. I should be keen. I should be engaged. Like, he's super amazing in his being himself, and he's genuinely like that. Like, I met him late at night after a day of conventions, and he's just as energized as he is, you know, on the show or on his streams. He just seems like that's his natural character. It's not an act. I think there's other people that I've met that I feel like who they are is an act, is a persona, and surely there's, you know, persona to some degree, because, you know, people are people, but I genuinely think Brick and Nick is a pure soul, whatever that means. Anyway, this is just a project that I've been working on in my head for a long time, and I've slowly been working away. The base plates, this is technically mills, but I didn't actually put any. Maybe I should have put little connector ports on the side so I can make more than one sign. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you can make a giant mills compatible sign. I could make like a Marilug 1, 2, 1, 2. And maybe like an Adidas sign. I'm a big fan of Lego Adidas. You'll find out. I'll put my shoes on the back at some point. So this wall behind me I just painted gray. Looks kind of... Do I need 2 lights? Maybe I could light the back. How weird is that? There. Now I'm backlit. That makes sense. But yes, this was just an ugly shelf behind me as of a few minutes ago. And I painted it gray because it looks slightly better. And I want to do that. I want to actually put some... maybe this sign will go there. But all the event posters that I've arranged, either myself or my lug that I'm a dedicated member of, I think lugs are Oh, they're a weird thing in the Lego world. I think, like, I didn't know that one existed locally until about 2 years ago, and then 2 years ago I said, wow, this lug needs some sugar, or some sugar, some electrolytes, some caffeine, and the lug had kind of slipped into that COVID slumber that we all fell into about 3 years ago, and I arrived kind of at the right time to just say, hey, let's try some things, let's do some stuff, let's see how this works. And yeah, it worked out really well. We've done 24, 25 events in the last 18 months. We're doing 2 events this weekend. Our lug, Marilug, the Maritime Lego User Group, looks after all of the maritime provinces. So that would be Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, and Prince Edward Island. So that's a huge expansive land, and there are lugs that are bigger, like K-Lug is Quebec, Quebec in Canada, which is right next to New Brunswick, and K-Lug is the whole province of Quebec, which is gigantic. It's a huge piece of land. They have members all over the place. There's a few kind of random outcroppings of people just out in the boonies. And they do make an effort to represent them all. They have events in multiple locations. They're always trying to involve people and time their events, and then, you know, getting the invitations out well in advance. So, like, I'm dropping pieces all over the place. Yeah. And so K-Lug is definitely bigger, but Marilug is a pretty huge area. Another regional lug is Newfound Lug, which is in Newfoundland, or Newfoundland as normal people call it. And so Newfoundland as well is a humongous province in Canada off the coast of the Maritimes. So I didn't know this before I moved to the Maritimes, but the Maritimes are the mainland provinces of the eastern shore of Canada. Where Newfoundland is an island, so it is not a mainland province, so that's why it's considered not part of the Maritimes. For whatever reason, maritime defined is, look at that, it lined up after all that zigzagging. Maritime defined is mainland, and Newfoundland is separate from that. So, but I'm pals with a number of the people that run Newfoundlug. I also think they have the second best lug name in Canada, and I think the first goes to Slug, the Saskatchewan Lego User Group. Slug. And there was some other lug recently that popped up that I think's from Europe somewhere, and it's not called 1, 2, 3. They're not Slug, but they're like something similar, like Brick Slug or something like that, and it's like Slovenia or somewhere like that. So it's like, so they were creative as well, but well, that makes sense, right? You can totally see what I'm getting at. So then we go here, right? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at, you came to this. Why did I buy so many pieces? I thought I would be running loose, running low. Looks like I have way too many. But I think this is going to look like $1 million when it's done. Did I do that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's good. And then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep, you guys just came to hear me count, right? Does that look right? I think it does. It looks good on this screen, so it must look good when it's done. BRX 1, 2, 3, 4. It's basically like paint by numbers, right? That's what Studio does, and mosaics in general. I think mosaics, are an amazing team building exercise. I think that there's a chance they're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like I have an idea that there's the Lego first Lego League, or Lego first Lego League FLL, first Lego League regional championships that we're attending as a lug in a few weeks at one of the local universities. I think I'm going to put one there because that just looks funny. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, and I think at that venue, I think it would be a great opportunity for us to, for Marilug to run a mosaic building project. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because there's a lot of keen Lego kids that'll be there, and they will be in between matches for lengths of time. And I think, you know, if I was a parent, I'd be like, sure, go out in the hall and hang out with those Lego guys and go make a mosaic. You know, it's a creative pursuit. I think there's 8 hours in the day. The kids are usually only, maybe actually going through matches for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For a couple hours during that huge chunk of time. So there's a lot of downtime. I was there last year. It was really fun, but at the same time, I think maybe those kids would appreciate a little bit of... How's that look? That looks a little funny, but I think it's going to look good when it's actually filled in. Anyway. So what am I supposed to talk about on these streams? Lego? Does anybody like Lego? I don't know. Should I just do the BRX today? I think that might be possible. That would be like a half-an-hour stream. And then maybe I can come back and do the HFX tomorrow. This actually won't take much longer, but, you know, half an hour here, half an hour there. Do people like streams that last forever? Do people like streams that last, like, you know... Like, I think Nick on Twitch does, like, 6 hours or something. Like, it's a huge amount, but I think that's once a week. I'll have to look at his schedule. Maybe I'll just give him send him a message. He seems always willing to do something, offer some information. But yeah, what kind of patience do you have to hear me talk to myself? And I'm not a crass comedian. You know who you are, Joseph. And I'm not necessarily. Maybe I should definitely get a hat. You should look at my face. You're just gonna look at my head, the top of my head. That's why I put that screen in the small side. I do wish that the neon yellow was a bit greener. I also wish the coral was a bit purpler. but I think this is going to look stunning when it's finished. And I do have a pair of black lights that maybe that's how I could light the room. That could be my whole stream. I could just do everything in black light and just do every build with fluorescent or phosphorescent colors. Anyway, but yes, do you want to watch streams that last forever? An hour? Is an hour a night a good thing? Looks pretty good. And I think once I go back in, I'm going to add some more of these curves because I think they look good. Or I'll take the curves off. I kind of like the jaggedy effect. But yeah, I think this is going to look great. But streams. So I want to do original mocks like this. Maker's Own Creations. I've got a few of those. I've got a few of them planned. I've actually got a very complex build planned, which I don't know what I'm doing at all. And it's based on the creation of a reasonably popular builder that I'm not going to talk about it yet, but when I start working on it, I'll have to clarify and I'll have to get all my facts straight. I might actually reach out to them and say, hey, look at this. And they'll be like, hey, cool. Bam. Thank goodness I have more bricks. I don't know about that one. Anyway, I love dots. I love tiles. I'm also going to be doing some workshops in the near future. I just spent way too much money shipping up a couple of those provisional presses. You've probably seen them on Instagram if you're an Instagram person. I will definitely do some workshops on those where basically they are relief printing with like wood block printing or lino press printing, but you use, it's not designed for this, but it's like the perfect use case is something like this, where you put tiles down and then you ink the tiles and you put paper down and then you can make a print. Foolishly, if I was to do this again, I would have to do the entire thing backwards, because obviously when you're printing things you have to do them backwards. But otherwise the positive print will be backwards. So next time I'm feeling like doing this, I'll have to do, and technically I have to do a smaller one. I don't think I have any paper that's, the presses would actually be too big. So, but anyway, that's going to be a fun future project. I've got, ooh, I just realized I might have a conflict. I will look into that conflict. I'm theoretically going to be doing the workshop with some Girl Guides troupe. That's the first one that I'm doing, and then oh geez, I gotta send that email too. What am I doing a live stream when I should be sending emails? What am I doing? But I'm almost done. I'm going to send some emails when I'm done. I'm going to review this footage when I'm done to see how my microphone is, to see how annoying my voice is, see how annoying it is for me to look at the top of my head. Maybe if I move the camera down here, you can see my face more. Do you need to see my face more? Does anybody want to see my face more? Whatevsky. Anyway, isn't this fun? But yes, I think it looks pretty darn good. And maybe tomorrow I will get the black light out. And then I'm going to get a whole bunch of sponsored energy drinks. Wouldn't that be great? I don't know how that works with being in conjunction with the group that makes all these bricks, the Lego group. I will do whatever they want. Maybe at some point I will be a recognized fan media. I think that would be a really cool thing. I know a lot of people have been moaning about the process, but I can't imagine a better situation. I will happily review every set that someone else doesn't like. You know, I will build and review every Sonic the Hedgehog set that I'm sent, every Dreams set. I actually own every Dreams set already. I will review all the stuff nobody else wants to. I don't, you know, who needs an Orient Express? Who needs a Titanic? Who needs a whatever, right? I would review, and now that I say this, the Peppa Pig sets. I actually am really excited for Peppa Pig. I think the fact that they're bringing Duplo Peppa Pigs, I think that's just stunning. Look at this. Look at this build. Anyway, but yes, to be recognized fan media, I think that would be a glorious way to cap off this. But I think I need about 100,000 followers first. So if you know anybody, feel free to follow, like, and subscribe. I think that's what people say. I don't even know if I have a thing set up to be a subscribe thing. I don't know if you can like my posts. I don't even know if you can watch my posts. I don't know, maybe this is supposed to set up to be private. But bricks. There you go. Cover it up. Throw it away. There. Bricks. I'm going to add a little bit of detailing here, just for fun. And now that I see this, I think I could do this a little better. Or maybe not. I don't know. But anyway, I found these just added a little bit of nice grooves to things. We'll see. It's meant to be spray paint. When I saw this font, I was actually looking for a font for my summer event, which is called Bricksplosion. And I was just scrolling through fonts, and I was like, you know, that graffiti font, I think that's pretty good. And then I found a bunch of cool, like, scary horror fonts, and yeah, I was just, but I was enamored, I think, when I saw the spray paint, the drippy spray paint. And then I tried this, and I can't even remember how that worked. What was the order of things, like how I renamed myself, because I was yeah, maybe that doesn't work. That should be more of a straight line, so that should be straight. I was Play More Bricks, and then I changed my name because I didn't want to be confused for another group locally. And I don't think there's any point of going any further. But yeah, and I don't think there's any anyway, looks good. I think it looks good. BRX. Anyway, so I changed my name some time ago, about at least a year ago, and it's paid off well. I think caring about the local community is definitely something that I want to focus on. I think I get a lot of support for exactly that. I really like doing the local workshops. I like doing local product designs. I'm a local first kind of guy. I really love where I live, and you know, it is what it is. That looks pretty good, do you think? Let me know in the comments below. And of course, those are all the curves that I've got. I knew I have more somewhere, but for today, bricks. And then tomorrow, Halifax. I think I measured this right. Anyway, look at that. I hope you like it. I hope I didn't bore this crazy out of you. Yeah. I'm going to fix the lighting. I'm going to try not to... Did I do this too much? Oh my gosh. Were you looking at me? Was I doing this? Or was I doing this? This is good. This is bad. I need to put like a rubber band here, so if I lean forward, I can... yeah. Anyway, so this is my first stream in a long time. I was going to do Twitch, but I think that this is simple. I think that's good. Now, what's studio mode? What are all these things? Fade. Duration. I'm streaming at a megabit per second. My CPU utilization is very low. Very low, 0.4% drop frames. The fact that I'm running 2 cameras is pretty great, I think. I don't even know. I'm going to learn about filters, maybe. Start recording. Oh, I guess I should have been recording that. Anyway, studio mode. What's studio? Whoa, what's that? Oh, I can set up a scene and then fade. Can I do that right now? No. What about settings? English? Yeah, okay. Yeah, stream. Encoder, slow. Audio. Good. I don't know. 1080p. Okay. Cool. Anyway, thank you very much for coming. I'm sure nobody's coming. Nobody sent me a message yet. But I'm going to get a new shirt. I'm going to paint the backdrop, add some more cool stuff to see in the back. I'm going to finish this soon. Maybe tomorrow I'll start working on the top. And then we'll light it up. And then we'll start on the next thing. Thank you very much for coming. Halifax Bricks. Sean McLeod.